Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back here on the show with some more NFL news I'm going to talk about, so let's get into it. So, an update, the Vikings, they have signed former Patriots first-round pick wide receiver N'Keal Harry to the practice squad. So, after getting released again, he's signed with another team. The Vikings have signed the former first-round pick. Hope he can turn it around there in Minnesota with Justin Jefferson, but at this point, I don't think he can. I was kind of surprised he got cut again in the first place, but hopefully he can turn his career around and wish him the best. It's just, I don't know if he can. Just remember the Patriots took that one bad receiver in the draft. Even Hunter Renfrow was much better than him. Like Debo, DK McLaurin, you had AJ, Hunter, and you picked N'Keal Harry, and the Patriots will regret that. Instead of getting a future receiver, they got N'Keal Harry, who was a future bust. Peyton Manning, he said, put on his Instagram, trying something new for the Manning cast this year. Basically put things, say his third host auditions. And Peyton Manning says the Manning cast is adding a third host to join the show this season, in addition to himself and Eli. So who do I think could be the best fit for as a host for their show? Maybe their brother. I don't know. Cooper Manning could be a third guest. I don't think it'll be Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee and the boys need a separate cast on a different night. So I don't think Pat McAfee will be able to do it. I don't think so, because Pat would have been hinting at it with his Up to Something season. So I don't think that would happen. Maybe Cooper, if not, it makes sense that it has to be like Cooper Manning if he's not still with Fox. Maybe Tom Brady could be added to the Manning cast, possibly, but I don't know. So, per a report, new Patriots wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster's knee could, quote, reportedly explode at any point. It is a mess, according to Albert Breer. The Patriots signed Juju to a 3-year, $33 million contract over keeping Jacoby Myers, who signed a very similar contract with the hashtag Raiders. Smith-Schuster threw doubt in the report later on, saying his knee is getting stronger. Wonder if they can defuse it so it doesn't explode. More follows TikTok dancing wore it out, but anyways, yeah, this is a freaking wild report saying his knee is a mess and it could explode at any point. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think his knee's actually going to, quote, mess up and explode at any point. I mean, anyone in the NFL could have their knee explode at any point. That's just the nature of the beast. And if he's suggesting his knee is in Julian Edelman shape, or if he's in Julian Edelman late in his career shape, then I highly doubt New England would have signed him and passed his physical. And plus, just recently, I believe Juju said he was 100% healthy. So I don't believe his knees is messed up and close to exploding. Because that's a crazy report. Because Juju recently said he's 100% healthy. So I really don't believe this saying out from Albert Breer. It's kind of a wild report. Just to put that out there. I mean, his knee's been a problem since his days in Pittsburgh, but I really don't feel like this is. But I feel like this report's just cap. I feel like it's cap. So an update, as I talked about the Kyler Murray thing in the first video. He has been named team captain despite his injury, the Cardinals quarterback, so it's a good sign he might play this season instead of them not letting him play. But he's the captain, but he's not going to start this season because first few weeks might be out with the injury, recovering from the ACL injury. Which could be a possibility, man, that he might not play week 1. Or Kyler Murray might not play the first 4 weeks, recovering from the injury. So yeah, that's all for Kyler Murray, I guess, with the news about him. So let's go back to stuff from yesterday's news. Update. The hashtag Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, says the team will use first-round pick rookie running back Jahmyr Gibbs, and, quote, in some ways that people don't quite think we might. While the Lions also have David Montgomery, it's also possible Gibbs sees playing time on all three downs, playing both running back and slot receiver. Has a natural hands for a back. Similar to Austin Ekeler, which might be how he'll be used. The Lions will probably score a lot of points this season, and Gibbs can benefit. I mean, I think he'll probably play running back and near, like, slot receiver. I could see him running, like, wildcat formations, and I expect him to be motioning probably in most of his snaps. It's a dangerous ass weapon if he stays healthy. He's got a fresh pair of legs in year one, so I don't expect him to miss any time because of injuries. They're going to be exciting to watch. They're going to use him like his running backs, probably slot receiver. So it's going to be fun to watch. Jahmyr Gibbs this season. He could be a sneaky dark horse for maybe that offensive rookie of the year. He might be a sneaky, like, dark horse. So, an update, the Chiefs, they've said L'Jarius Sneed and wide receiver Kadarius Toney will play week 1 against the Lions per the team in this upcoming Thursday matchup. So, Kadarius Toney actually going to play, and L'Jarius Sneed. Which, L'Jarius Sneed's underrated. So, Chiefs offered star defensive tackle Chris Jones to replace the $19.5 million he's due to earn in 2023 with $74 million over the next 3 years. Permanent Florida. According to the report, of that amount, $70 million will be guaranteed for injury, with the lower amount fully guaranteed. Now remember, Rams Aaron Donald's deal is 3 years, $95 million, so offering $74 million isn't exactly close to it. Per Florio, Chris Jones will take $84.5 million over 3 years if the Chiefs were to offer that. But remember, on the field, 35% quarterback pressure first. When he's off the field, 27% pressure percentage, 28th in the league. So they really need to try and get a contract done. But football hurts, and you don't get to play it very long, so obviously you're going to care about money. But this is a really long-ass holdout, man. But his holdout remains, and he's missing team practice. He missed team practice yesterday, and the most important player in their defense is already racked up about $2 million in fines. Is risking missing additional $1.083 million for each game missed. And their team is reportedly, quote, bracing to be without him for the early part of 2023. So remember we said he might hold out to week 8? He might actually be serious about that. And I don't know why they just don't pay the man. Because, like, he's their defense on that front 7. They might be bottom 5 defense without him. They better try and get it done. Because their defense just seems to struggle when he's not out there. And if they can get a deal done, he might hold out for a while. But we'll just have to see what happens going forward. Because they need to get a deal done. With Colts running back Jonathan Taylor on the PUP list and veteran running back Zach Moss dealing with his forearm injury, it's going to be Deion Jackson that is expected to start week 1 against the Jaguars on week 1. He ran the ball 81 times in his career for a low 3.3 yards per carry, but he did catch 30 passes for 209 yards limited action last season, so rookie QB Anthony Richards might be asked to help with the rushing offense more while Taylor is out of the lineup for the first few weeks. Not the best situation for Anthony Richards right now, not the ideal situation. Update, my Cowboys are signing offensive tackle Terrence Steele to a 5-year, $86.8 million contract per Adam Schefter. Includes a $50 million guarantee, so it can be up to $91.8 million. I think it's deserved. So I remember when during his rookie season, he wasn't ready. I remember shitting all over him like, oh, Terrence Steele's trash. He's awful. But it's a good deal for both sides. We're paying our front line to protect our quarterback. And Terrence Steele's actually good. He was a huge deal for him, and he was really good last year. His first year was awful, but he's a rookie. I should have known he could have improved, and And it's a great deal to help our offensive line, locking down our top guys fast and our offensive line. So remember I reported new Patriots quarterback Matt Corral will compete with Bailey Zappi for the QB2 jump by Mac Jones. Per report, Patriots QB Bailey Zappi was quote blindsided by Bill Belichick's decision to waive him. Per EZ Lazar. Quote, the word I got from somebody in his camp was blindsided. We were blindsided as you, Lazar said. He's been signed back to the practice squad, and Patriots later claimed ex-Panthers keeping Matt Corral to act as a backup to Mac Jones on the active roster, but reports indicate Zappi and Corral will still compete for the number 2 job. I was kind of confused too, as he was. That QB room's just a mess right now, man, in New England. So, per report, a new report by ESPN claims that Antonio Brown allegedly threatened his own players with a gun during his tenure in the Arena League via Aunt Olivier. AB looked at Ryan Larkin and was like, hey man, you still got the AR in the car? Go get it. He allegedly threatened players with a gun following a heated argument about the removal of a social media post dedicated to a former teammate who passed away. Man, AB doing AB things, man. Average Antonio Brown story at this point. Like, threaten his own players with a gun. It's just a normal AB story, sadly. He just needs to get help, man, and just help. He just needs to get help really, really bad. I mean, every time you hear a story about this guy, it's something like that. Trying to find some more news here. Rams 6th-round quarterback Travis Hodgins Tomlinson was fined $4,444 for the play that landed Jets against the Broncos in the preseason. The face mask penalty, which should have been fined more, to be honest. Should have been a bigger fine than just $4,444. So the Panthers and Brian Burns are not close to working on a new contract extension despite talking for, quote, months about one, according to Jay Fowler, ESPN. The Panthers turned down 2 first-round picks from the Rams last season in order to keep Burns, so he's part of their long-term future, but they're not close on a new extension despite talking for, quote, months about one. The Panthers can't pass on 2 first-round picks and not get a deal done with Burns. It wouldn't make any sense. You gotta pay the man, he deserves it. And if you're not going to pay him, then why did you not take the first-round picks? So I think they're going to bring him back. I think they'll get a deal done soon. I think they'll be fine. An update, the Panthers' top edge, Brian Burns, is not participating in walkthrough, and Coach Frank Wright seemed to leave the door open that he wouldn't be playing on week 1 against the Falcons. Do I hope he's there versus the absolute? Absolute. Do I hope he's there versus Atlanta? Absolute. But if he's not there, I'm just not worried about it. Just move forward. The two sides are going through contract negotiations after their team turned down 2 first-round picks and a trade for him from the #Rams last season. So they're not taking 2 first-round picks, but they're not willing to pay. That's kind of dumb. I don't think he's going to get traded or leave the Panthers, but come on, just pay the man already. So the last thing we'll talk about, the Eagles have signed former Bears linebacker Nicholas Merrill and added offensive line Tyree Phillips to the practice squad, so they've released Tywin Mullen and Kyron Johnson. Non-impact moves, wow. It's the last thing we talk about, but that's really all to say for this video. So until next time, I'll go live. Peace.